did. He never went to jail. Puffy is in jail because he started a black first political party. Puffy is in jail because he sued one of the most powerful liquor companies in London. That's why Puffy's in jail. What the media does, because they know black people like to see black people fail, is they'll sell us this when the real agenda is that.
All right, man. We got our boy Dr. Umar there. So what do you guys think about that? What do y'all think about old Dr. Umar, man?
I'll go first. First of all, I'm not always a big fan of his. I'll say that from the beginning. I think some of the stuff he says is a little bit outrageous, but at this point, I would say in this instance, he's absolutely correct. Not in the sense that Puffy is not guilty, in the sense that they make us look one way, but they really going after something totally different, right? They've been doing that to us for a long time. This was something we almost preached, kind of like how Trump almost got those everybody going with saying, "Oh, we taking away these things and it's focused on black people." When in reality, he was going and reaching everybody else. Um, Look, everything he said to the T was correct, but I do believe that we as black people hold our own people to a higher standard when we mess up, and that's. I'm gonna give you a prime example. All right, Joe Paterno, right?
Yeah.
that name just ring a bell with every sports person out there who knows college football. Joe Paterno. But do y'all hear them ever talk about him anymore?
Nope.
Why? Because he messed up, but they never talk about him because they don't want to bring it back up and make their people look bad.
Yep.
They keep it quiet. They also don't mention him as one of the greatest coaches ever because they don't want that you to bring up, oh, he was out there part of that molestation that happened at Penn State. That's a prime example of exactly why they don't mention certain things because they don't want you to bring it up. Dr. Umar is correct, bro.
Can I throw y'all a curveball though?
Go ahead.
I know I got to throw it out there. It's also the same way for any black person that's powerful and white people love them. I'm going to give you an example.
Go ahead. Give me one.
Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe. But when Kobe had that case, nobody didn't bring that up again until he passed away, and it was Gayle King, and everybody tried to hang her. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. To a certain extent.
Yeah, that's a sensitive time, bro. We just lost a legend. We just lost a legend, bro. You shouldn't bring that shit back up, bro. That's in direct violation, man.
Who, for a girl?
Hold to that, bro. Don't. That's just like whenever a innocent black person is killed in the streets, they want to put up, the most, you know what I'm saying?
We ain't never innocent. What you talking about?
Nah, they always bring up his history.
They want to bring up the history instead of the crime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Don't do that.
Y'all don't think Kobe stuff got run under the rug?
Nah, it didn't. No, I don't think it didn't.
Man,
I don't think it didn't.
No, Kobe didn't get
that's not. Y'all gotta think about it. Us three, we're sports fans. Think about the non-sport fan. That thing happened. The case happened. The money was delivered, and it was over. And all we talk about is the championships he brought, his daughter, his wife. That's all we talk about. Let's be honest.
But if you go
Kobe thing lasted so long, that's why it's always in the shadows of what he did. I was calling him the Colorado Strangler at the time, and I was like, bro, like.
But you're a sports fan though, so it's different. We get it, we understand it.
Like I look at it to a point where I thought, at one point I held them on that standard of, oh, come on, Kobe, how you did this? But then when I listened to, because if you take the time you actually listen to the case, that lady was out her mind, bro.
That's true. That's true.
She was out her mind, so that's a little bit different. We talking about a man who knew that they was messing with little boy. Well, not little. Well, yeah, some of them was little boys.
Yeah.
Grown men. Like when the dude told me this, when I heard the story of the dude who's the coach who was with, and he got messed with, and then he went to coach there. Like, bro, what are you like? Like, come on, bro, what are you thinking? Like,
I always said that, D. What you said, I always say that. Everybody that know me, I did outside my race, so I say that all the time to other white people when I tell them that they keep their stuff under wraps. Like, something happens, it happens. The incident lasts one day and it's over with. Like,
agreed. They don't bring it up.
Yep.
black people, we make memes on Facebook and
but
we
at
make
the same
memes.
time, they don't give
Ben
us
Roethlisberger.
they don't give us the same grace. They will drag us. We will.
But we don't give each other grace though.
Yes, he's absolutely correct.
Most people are going to do what they taught. So if they do that to us, we're going to do that to us.
Oh, so did y'all read that letter I sent y'all? The Willie Lynch letter
with Brett Favre. Brett Favre stole all that money from the poorest fucking. He stole all that bread from Mississippi, bro.
Do they talk about it?
About it one time and then not bring it back up again. But we was like, hold on.
So since we learned, since we're taught, why haven't we picked that up yet,
bro?
Some people have, but I'm gonna say, habits are hard to break, bro. Y'all know it is. Habits are hard to break. So,
and it depends on where you come from. At the same time, bro, if you have made it to them corporate offices and you done been at those tables, you pick up those habits as well. So if you're on the lower level and you're dealing with people, you're gonna always do that. But then when you get up to another level and you start to see how they conduct themselves and you're sitting at those tables, then you start to change your habits.
What's your thoughts about Umar, Plug?
I come on, nigga. I love Umar. I love Umar, man. You know what I'm saying?
Do you love everything he says, or you kind of like, hey, 30, 60-40 type thing,
I say 85.
Ooh, you came right.
85% of what he talk about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Most of the other stuff is like very political. And I might not grasp everything that he's saying about that, but when it comes to togetherness as black people and our issues as black people, hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But but the things and in that 15% that I disagree with is that just because you as well, you date outside your race don't mean you can't be for the black plight. But
go ahead,
once you over there, it's hard to identify back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't identify back. And then you take on their attributes as well, and you tend to forget a lot of things that you've been through, and a lot of the things that you was raised up in, and a lot of the habits that you have because you have elevated to another level, and you forget.
But it's hard. That's a good one. But I think he said it best because people, you gotta think about it. Umar also he said it best when he talked. I don't know if you've seen my video I did when he talked about how we need white people can help with the movement, but they don't need to be part of the movement.
Yeah, no, I saw it too.
And that's why I've been telling people I got ridiculed back before I retired. It was probably about right after George Floyd happened. Our base commander came down and wanted to have this whole let's talk about racism thing. You know what I mean? It was a bad move. It was a good move on his leadership part, but we weren't ready to hear the message. And we don't. And as black people, when we don't like the messenger, we really don't want to hear the message.
And I agree.
And I was telling them that like y'all got to have some grace for this guy. Do you really think a white man can speak to a group of black people about racism?
Unless he's telling us how to do it.
Yeah, you see, right? So it's almost like you gotta come into the conversation knowing that I'm gonna have to give this person some grace and not take things so.
That's the most endearing thing to me. When a white dude recognize racism, when he recognizes it and he's presenting it to me, that's the most endearing thing to me, bro. Because off the top, being the creators of it, to have one of their own recognize it, I love that. I ain't gonna even lie. I'd be like, preach, tell on all of them, bro. Tell on all of them.
But people don't receive.
I'm amazed how someone can go and watch a movie watching another white. How can you watch another white man do this to a black person and not feel away? You don't feel away? Yeah. Like you're not embarrassed. Like, come on,
but it goes back to like that, and I want to tell everybody, shout out to D. D actually sent